Hi students, in this session we will discuss about project organizations and responsibilities. So here project organization and responsibilities means what are different roles of project organization, who are the people are acting in different roles in a project organization, and what are their responsibilities in the software organization, how they are going to be perform those activities. All these things we will discuss elaborately in this one. Here see the default roles in a software line of business organizations. There will be organizational manager. So under the organizational manager, there will be a software engineering process authority, SEPA. It will be called as a SEPA, software engineering process authority. Under the software engineering process authority, so there will be a process definition and process improvement. Here process review authority, this will be called as a PRA, project review authority, PRA. Under this one, project compliance and periodic risk assessment will be here. Coming to the next one, Software Engineering Environment Authority, that is SEEA, Software Engineering Environment Authority, that will be named as SEEA. Under this one, process automation will be there. Here, infrastructure will be there. Infrastructure, under infrastructure, project administration, engineering, skill centers, professional development. This will be under infrastructure. Under these, at the below, so project manager, A project, different projects are handled by the software organization. So for first project, project manager A, B, N project managers will be there. So like this, the default roles of any line of business or software organization has been defined. Here see, first one we will see project organizations. So the first team is called as a software management team. Under the software management team, they will handle systems engineering, financial administration, and quality assurance. Under system management team, system engineering, that means life cycle aspects, financial administration, quality assurance. So what are the artifacts here they are generating means they will develop the project management team will prepare a business case, vision document, SDP software development plan, work breakdown structure, status assessment, requirement set. The responsibilities are resource commitments. What are the resources we have? How the management wants to commit for resources. Next, personal assignment. They want to assign the work for each and every person allocated to that project. Next, what are the plans and what are their priorities? And also, they want to get the feedback of stakeholder satisfaction, scope definition, risk management, project control. Here, how this management team will focus on life cycle. The life cycle will have four phases. In the inception phase, so they will plan for elaboration phase planning. Because of after inception phase, we have an elaboration phase. Next, in here only in the inception phase, they will formulate the team sizes, contract baselining, and architectural costs. These are the activities will performed in the inception phase. Coming to elaboration phase. So in the elaboration phase, they plan for construction phase, full staff requirement. Because of it, in the inception phase, it will be an initial stage of the project. Whenever you come for an elaboration phase, just we want to take a full staff into a project, risk resolution, product acceptance criteria. What is the product acceptance criteria? Next, construction cost will be estimated. So coming to the construction phase, here they will plan for transition phase planning, construction plan, optimization, and risk management. These are the activities we will perform in a construction phase. In transition, customer satisfaction, contract closure, sales report, next generation planning. Here means what is the customer satisfaction and what are the contract closure, how the sales support is, in future what we are going to be done. So all these things will be performed in the transition phase. So these are the activities will be performed by the software management team, and how they are involving and what type of works they are performing in each and every phase of a life cycle has been described. Next, architectural team, second team. So the architectural team, what they will do? So they will demonstrations, they will conduct a demonstrations, they will prepare a use case modelers, design modelers, and performance analyst. Here, what are the artifacts of software architecture team is architecture description. They will provide the description of an architecture. They will use the requirement set, design set, and release specification document. The responsibilities of this architectural team is requirements trades off, design trades off, component selection, initial integration, technical risk resolution. The life cycle focus, how the architectural team will focus on the life cycle of the project. In the inception phase, they will prepare an architecture prototyping, make or buy trades off, whether the component wants to be customly developed or we want to procure as an commercial component. Make or buy trades off means here whether we want to develop by our own custom built components or we want to procure from as an off the shelf components. That components are called as a make or buy components. Primary scenario definitions, architectural evaluation, criteria definition. These are the activities performed in the inception phase by a software architectural team. In the elaboration phase, so architecture baselining. Here they will prepare an architecture prototyping only. Here architecture baselining, primary scenarios, demonstration. What is the primary scenario? How it is going to work, and also make or buy trades of baselining, like here only. In the construction phase, architecture maintenance, how an architecture is going to maintain multiple component issue resolutions. Different components are going to be integrated into the project, how the components are going to be integrated, and what is the issue resolution. Next, performance tuning, quality improvements. In the transition phase, what they will do means architectural maintenance, multiple component issue resolution, performance tuning, and quality. Whatever we are conducting in the construction phase, the same manner here we also conduct in the transition phase also. This is the duty of the architectural team in the software project development. These artifacts will be prepared. These are the responsibilities of the team, and these are the activities they are going to be performed in different phases of life cycle. Software development team. The main team is cost. This is the main team who will develop the code. So component teams. Here what the artifacts they will prepare means design set, implementation set, and deployment set. The data related to design, implementation, and deployment set. These are the artifacts has been prepared by the software development team. The responsibilities is component design. They will design the component, they will component implementation, they will develop the components as a customly component standalone test. They will test each and every component on their own like a unit testing. Component maintenance, they are going to be how to manage or maintain the component, and documentation about each and every component. How the software development team is focusing on life cycle phases. So in the inception phase, there will be a prototyping support and make or buy trades off. In the elaboration phase, critical component design, critical component implementation and test, critical component baseline. Here in the elaboration phase, they will design the critical components. After designing of that one, they will implement the components and test critical component baseline. In the construction, component design, component implementation, component standalone test, component maintenance. In the transition phase, component maintenance and component documentation. These are the activities they are going to be performed in each and every phase of the life cycle. Software assessment team. So simply we will call this one as a testing team. Previous one is called as a development team. So here release testing. So how we are going to be perform a release testing? What is the change management, deployment, how we are going to be deploy the project to the end user, environment, support. What are the artifacts we are developing here is deployment set, SEO, software change order, database, user manual, environment, release specifications, release descriptions, deployment documents. These are the artifacts they will prepare here. The responsibilities is establishing project infrastructure, independent testing, requirements verification, metric analysis, configuration control, change management, user deployment. These are the responsibilities of the software assessment team. Here they will perform an independent testing. They will verify whether the requirements is right or wrong. What are the metrics they have been taken into consideration, and they will analyze the metrics. Configuration control, how a change management has been developed here and how it has been deployed for a user. This is the responsibilities of an assessment team. Coming to life cycle focus, in the inception phase, infrastructure planning will be done, primary scenario prototyping will be done. In the elaboration phase, infrastructure baselining, architecture release testing, change management, initial user manuals. Here infrastructure baseline. Next, architecture release testing. Whenever you release an architecture, whether this architecture will satisfies all the aspects of the system or not, they will discuss about the change management and initial user manual. Coming to the construction, infrastructure upgrades, release testing. What are the testings they will perform at time of releasing? Change management, user manual preparation, user manual baseline, and requirements verification. Coming to the transition, infrastructure maintenance, release baselining, change management, deployment to users, requirements verification. So these are the activities performed by the software assessment team in the life cycle of the phases. Up to now we have discussed about project organization and project organization within different teams, how different teams are working, all those points we have covered. So now we are going to be discuss about evolution of organization. So whenever you go for the evolution of organizations, so consider one software project. The software project will consist of four phases, life cycles, four phases in a life cycle. So the four phases are inception phase, elaboration phase, transition phase, and construction phase. These are the four phases. These four phases also has been evolved from two stages, that is engineering and production stage. But here, whenever you consider the total cost of the software application or the effort of a software application, in each and every phase it is going to be changed because of in one, suppose if you take an inception phase, in some aspects only we are concentrating on more, and in some concepts we are going very less. So like elaboration, transition, and construction. So whenever you are representing these things, first we will consider an inception phase. So if in the inception phase, if you consider the total effort as 100% means, so the software management will take 50% of the effort in all the aspects. So that means for managing of the project, they will take 50% of the resources or effort. So in this inception phase, so they are concentrating 20% on architectural, that is the design part of a system, and 20% on development, and 10% on assessment. So that means the major contribution here comes for management, and some concentration on software architecture, some concentration on development, and very less on testing. Because of here assessment is nothing but of we can't do an assessment, just we can check whether the requirements of the system are right or wrong, or slightly we can do something only. Moving to elaboration phase. See, in the elaboration phase, the management contribution or effort is 10% only compared to the previous inception phase. So they have spent 50% in inception phase, but whenever they move for the elaboration phase, the management is going to contribute only 10% and 50% on architecture. In generally, we discussed several times, architecture means in the elaboration phase. Whatever the requirements we drawn from the inception phase, we are going to be elaborated here or creating a design. So that's why the major part, see, highlight. This is software architecture. In the elaboration phase, 50% they are going to be concentrate on elaboration, the resources, all these things, and 20% for development and 20% for assessment. So here a slide on development and a slide on assessment. Coming to the third, construction. So here also the management is having a very less effort because of they mainly concentrating on inception phase. So 10% of management and architecture already completed. Here only 10% they are going to be concentrated here, and 50% on development because of construction means here we want to develop the complete code. So the complete development will comes here in the construction phase. That's why we are concentrating more on the development. So 50%. Coming to assessment. So of the development and assessment will be on for because of, so here unit testing should be performed and assessments in the middle will be performed and all those things will be there. So that's why we are performing, we are putting an effort of 30% on the assessment in this one. So that means higher contribution for development and next higher contribution for assessment, that is simply SQA or testing, and very less on architecture. Coming to the last one, transition. Here also the management is 10%, architecture is 5% because of almost all completion of development has been completed. No more changes also allowed at that stage. So that's why they are putting only 5% effort on the software architecture. And in the previous also we told that these two will be on for equal, development and assessment. Here the software development they are taking as a 35%, and here the assessment is a 50%. Nearly 85% of the effort they are going to be contributing in development and assessment. So like that the total effort either in all the aspects, so we are going to be contribute the effort of the system like this because of each and every phase we want to check. So not only the entire project, here we are going to be consider each and every phase and we are allocating the effort of the system to each and every phase. If you perform in this manner, definitely you can achieve the success or development. So like that in the project organization, considering of all the teams, how they are working and what are their contributions and what are the responsibilities of those people, all we have been discussed. And finally in the evaluation of organization, how much of contribution we are going to be provide here and which phase is important in which activity is important in which phase. So wherever we are putting a high effort, so that has been documented here. So that means finally we can conclude this one. The inception phase, in the inception phase the management contribution will be more. In the elaboration phase the architecture group will have a more contribution. In the construction development team will have more contribution. In the assessment team, so this one, the testing or SQA team will have a more contribution. Definitely if you follow in this manner, definitely you are going to be complete your project on budget and on schedule.